is in the air with these annoying husbands being all over my TikTok? I don't know. I don't know, and I don't like it. There has been an influx of useless husbands messing with my algorithm, and it's starting to scare me. And because it's scaring me, I need it to scare you as well. Okay, we have had no shortage of useless husbands appearing on our feed for the past month or so. Honestly, go back through my videos and I can show you quite a few examples ranging from mild to severe. Coffee bean debacle, where a husband is refusing to pick up coffee beans.
You have to not give a shit.
I decided I don't care what people think.
We then have a mum who is using her husband as like some sort of a guinea pig, a little test subject. She is sick and tired of picking up after him. She doesn't think that he respects her time. So what's she going to do? She's going to stop doing his laundry and she's going to see how long it will take him. Newsflash, we're on day 7. And he still hasn't noticed. We then have another account where the mum is cutting her hair in the bathroom mirror and her man is standing behind her telling her that it looks shit. Obviously, comments disabled, people are not happy about it. So we're actually going to be talking about coffee bean debacle. Two of my favourite things, drama and coffee. So there is this account called Ali and Nick, and it says, welcome to our life, family, lifestyle, parenthood, mum and dad to 2 toddlers. Posted a video of the fact that she had just been cleaning and her husband spills coffee beans on the floor next to the slidey door, and she's just like, I want to see how long it takes for him to notice. And newsflash, he didn't sort it out.
Okay, this morning my husband made coffee and spilled the coffee grounds on the floor, and I don't want him to hear me. Curious how long these coffee grounds will sit here.
You bring cat. If you bring something, things gonna be like cat. You bring.
Maybe.
Is Messi at house?
Okay, it is now almost 11 o'clock at night. He has walked by this mess all day and it still sits. Actually, it was funny because he walked by earlier when we got home and shut the blinds. So we pretty much had to step in it. And there it still sits. I'm curious. I'm honestly curious. How long will he leave this sitting? I know I'll pick it up before he does, but I just think it's hilarious sometimes how men are. Or maybe just my husband.
Now, what does he do the next day? You think that, oh, they woke up the next day and the coffee beans were gone because they put the kids to bed and then he cleaned it up. No, he actually turned around and he was like, you're going to get it right.
Okay, it is 1 o'clock the next day and the coffee grounds still sit. So I'm going to see what my husband's excuse is. Hey babe, come here. Can you explain something to me? Those coffee grounds over there.
You got it?
Huh?
You got it. You swept the whole floor. You missed the spot.
I know.
You leaving that for me?
Yeah.
Mommy. I was gonna get to it. I just haven't yet.
Down with the coffee beans on the floor. I would have rubbed coffee beans into his shirt if he'd have spoken to me like that. Anyway, so what then proceeded to happen is that people were furious. They've now taken off. They've now like disabled their comments, yada yada yada. So they then come back. They're then doing this little thing about like, oh, hee hee ha ha, we're so funny. We're like sprinkling the coffee grounds on the floor, yada yada yada, all this kind of stuff. Nick then comes back and does this video that I swear to God, why did he do it, Nick? Why did he do this video? It was so unnecessary. He was basically just justifying his reasonings for not doing it. He was like, yeah, well, I took the trash out and then beans fell on the floor and then I had to look after my kids and then the kids and then the da-da-da. We all know well and good that a mum, despite the fact that they'll be looking after the kids, despite the fact that they'll be like taking the trash out, looking after the kids, da-da-da, they will still remember to do those coffee beans. If they don't do it in that very moment, you best believe they will be cleaning that up like before they go to bed. Where I would hazard most people would have done that way before, right? I'd be picking up the coffee beans with the baby on my hip. Do you know what I mean? It's just something that you do. But he's justifying why he couldn't do it. And that was because he was looking after the kids, even though seemingly they were both looking after the kids.
Here we go. I took the trash out, set it by the back door, which is why the coffee spills by the back door. The whole trash bag dumped out. I picked up the rest of the trash, took the trash out, and yes, the coffee was there. And yes, did I leave it? Yeah, I did. I walked back in the house and the kids were fighting. I got distracted somehow. And if you ever had a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old and 2 toddlers at the same time, you can just realize how things change so quickly and how 2 toddlers are just tough. But I'm not complaining. This is just part of our life. So we got the kids ready. We had dinner plans that night, so we went and had dinner, came back, got the kids showered, ready to go to bed. And then, yes, I went and shut the curtain later that night and saw the coffee spill still sitting there. And I was like, tomorrow's cleaning day. It's Saturday. We're going to clean them up anyway and sweep them up anyway. So I'll just get it tomorrow because I'm not going to do it at midnight. I'm going to go to bed at midnight. So the next morning, I heard my wife in the kitchen. She started cleaning. I come to help her clean. I clean off the countertops and sweep everything to the floor. She was going to sweep them up anyway. That was her plan. No, I wasn't leaving it for her. Yes, I was being a smart ass when I said, you got it. Yeah, I was being a smart ass. I was being funny. She was being funny about picking on me and teasing me about the video. So I thought I'd be funny back saying that you got it. You negative people that are leaving the negative comments, we're not going to feed into that because we were happily married. We love each other. And she doesn't hate me.
It was all a joke.
It was a big joke. We were just making content. We were just having fun with it. We're trying to make relatable content.
We've been together for 15 years and
she loves me.
I love him.
What was that little comment? Like, oh, you'll get it. What was that little comment? Just clean it up. Weaponized incompetence. Honestly, I cannot stand it. It's so annoying. And it's like, is it the be all and end all that he didn't get the coffee grounds? Like, is it actually the be all and end all? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, no. But I would say that it is weaponized incompetence. I would also say that, it is disrespectful. If you make the mess, clean it up. Like, fair enough, if both of you have a set routine and it's like, Ali normally does the floor. She normally does this and that. That is all good. But that's just general. But if you... I don't know, if you're making pasta sauce and then you spill a load of like pasta sauce on the floor as you're moving a saucepan around, even though Ali does the floor, are you going to leave that there for the next day or are you going to clean it up? Because, she does floors, right? Have set jobs, but if you make a mess, just clean it up. Also, like, if you've got little kids and they're, like, scurrying about, like, yeah, I mean, if they eat a coffee bean, it's not the end of the world. But if it was in the trash, I would hasten to guess that it was, like, a filtered coffee bean, which obviously is going to be nasty. I mean, eating a coffee bean for a small child is going to be just nasty anyway. They reacted in, like, a semi, like, okay way, okay? There's this woman called Dana. Okay, Dana, she posts a video where she is standing in the bathroom mirror. And she, by her own admission, like cuts her own hair. Even though there are hairdressers in the family, she cuts her own hair. I think she even said her mum and her grandma are like hairdressers. Either way, she cuts her own hair. She's like chopping and chipping. She's doing whatever. She's doing that. And her husband comes in and basically turns around and says that like she won't look good like that. Kind of like obviously putting her down. And even after she cut her hair, he was still going, nah, that doesn't look good.
Oh my god, why is it so hard? I'll just shop it for you, give me.
No. Babe, wait!
You're gonna sit here and fuck around until we have to leave. Let's go. Either cut it or don't.
Okay.
Put it in a ponytail, tell
No,
her to cut.
that's not how you do it. Here?
Uh-huh.
Why that face?
Now what's the point?
You want it shorter?
Yeah, like up here.
Hi guys.
Okay.
Hi guys.
You moved it back down. I think I'm gonna hate it.
Really?
Maybe.
You liked it when my hair was short, you
Because it
said.
was blonde.
I can always go blonder.
I look like a real Karen.
Oh my god, I'm so stressed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Just chop the fucker off.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Why are you making that face?
Oh my god, you look ridiculous.
Stop, don't say that. Stop, don't say that. It's horrible.
It's not good. It's not a good
Well, like it'll
look.
be layered. Really?
Yeah.
Babe, really?
What? You Power Ranger.
How does this look?
No. You're telling me. really thought I was gonna have time to go to the gym. Came home from fucking Walmart and decided, hey, I'm gonna
Chop all my hair off.
be an idiot.
Don't say that.
None of it's the same length.
It doesn't matter. Okay, so how's the back lengthwise? Like, is it even-ish?
No.
What's wrong?
You have it on video, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do you want to
look
cut
at
it
the
across?
video.
Like,
No,
okay.
I sure don't.
But how am I supposed to do that?
He does say towards the end, we've got to do this, we're in a rush, insinuating they are. And actually in a follow-up video, she does say that, yes, they were in a rush. So I can kind of understand, the frustration if you've got an hour before you got to be somewhere and you suddenly decide to like cut your hair. That is annoying because if you get it wrong, then obviously it's going to take a little while to fix. Anyway, beyond the point. It's just, he's not painting him in the greatest picture because he's also saying it in front of, I think it's their son. I think they have 2 sons. And the son's kind of like repeating stuff. If you're parents and you're saying something to the other parent, kids pick up on that kind of thing. And even though it may seem insignificant, and maybe if you do mean it as a joke, this is not meant to come across as like holier than thou. I'm just speaking from like experience and stuff. Kids are like sponges, and he was literally like repeating what the dad and what the mum were saying. So if they see the dad, commenting on the mum's appearance like that, it could lead the kid when they're older just to think that they can, make those comments towards their spouses or make those comments towards other people. People said, because they hadn't turned the comments off for this one, girl, the way he talks to you is not okay. Not once did he say, no, I'm kidding, babe, you're beautiful. Tell you what, I love the fact that TikTok, this has been going on for I think a couple of months now, but TikTok actually let you post like pictures, because some of the pictures that you see are so funny. Tell him you like men with nice dark hair. Stop making excuses for him. He was talking to you terribly and was not joking. And Dana says, sorry, I must have misunderstood my husband's humor in my relationship. Someone else said, you look ridiculous. I hate it. Nope, nope, nope. You look beautiful. You did great. And Dana says, he's teasing, haha, he loves it, and stared at me all night. Someone else said, why does he talk to you like that? And Dana says, because we have a playful marriage. Basically, Dana's just not taking it on board. Now, she does make a follow-up video, and the reasoning why I wanted to pair this with the couple that we just spoke about with the coffee beans was because the way that Dana comes about with the criticism of basically being told like he's not respecting you, she comes at it with like fire meets fire. Do you know what I mean? Like, she does not take crap. I think someone had actually stitched her video, and she'd obviously never had a video stitched in, maybe ever, but definitely not in a negative light. And she was like not happy about it. So Dana, I'm sorry if you're watching this. Welcome to YouTube. What ended up happening was she was just like, actually, the reasoning why he was so annoyed at me was because we were in a rush, and which, first off, if you need to go somewhere, why are you cutting your hair an hour before?
Someone just stitched my video, which like everybody's been commenting and whatever. Okay, y'all can have your opinions. But to stitch my video and talk shit about my husband, girl, we got a problem. So let's address a couple of the things. I had decided I wanted to cut my hair. My mother is a hairdresser. My aunt is a hairdresser. There were plenty of hairdressers around. I wanted to cut my hair. I cut my hair all the time. I was home visiting everybody. They could have cut my hair. I wanted to do it. I also waited until 1 hour before we had dinner reservations. My husband was watching the boys in the living room, and I was like, can you come in the bathroom? Please, please, please. I want you there. I want you there for moral support because I like my husband. So he was finally like, okay, I'll come into the bathroom. And then I was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And he was like, bitch, just cut it. Like, you want to cut it, just cut it. And we have places to go. He was valid in saying, we have to fucking go. Now that the pressure is off, that I've cut it, he was like, okay, cut it up to here. Like, okay, he was not wanting me to cut my hair up to here. He was saying cut it up to here. So I knew that he didn't care how short I cut my hair. He was letting me know that I'm okay to have hair up to here and he would still love me. While I was cutting it, he was making faces behind me like, oh my God, oh my God. That's when I was like, what is that face for? What is that face for? Y'all, he was kidding. Have a fucking sense of humor. The blonde comment, he actually does like my hair lighter, but it's my hair. He doesn't like my frames being this thick. He doesn't like black nail polish. When he and I met, I had really blonde hair, this short. So relax for all the people who think that he thinks I look ugly. He has loved me at every shape, size, color, everything my body has ever been. This man is my absolute soulmate. So for everyone saying divorce him, what is wrong with you? You see a 2-minute video that I've cut apart and think that I should divorce my husband and that you should say it out loud? And then to the girl who stitched my video, 1, you're not even married. And 2, go kick rocks and take off your fucking filter. Go find someone else on the internet to bother.
My thing is, right, Dana, is that if he loves you so much, he kind of had an inkling that this was going to get put on social media, which I can imagine he thought it would be because, you know, you've nearly got 11,000 followers. If he knew that and he genuinely didn't have any of these thoughts and feelings towards your hair or your look or whatever was going on, like, if he didn't have any of these things, he would censor what he's saying to the absolute max, because there is no way on this planet he'd want other people to think that he thinks those things about you. Obviously, in some relationships, especially ones that have been together for a while, have this like playful dynamic. But the problem is that because it's been put on the internet, it feels like humiliating. It feels like he's saying these things to humiliate you, because there must be an inkling in his mind that this was going to be put on social media. It is an amusing video, you know, you've got an hour to go and you're cutting your hair, but he just makes it shit by just being disrespectful and not being nice. And you would have thought that if he thought this was going online, he'd be a bit nicer in his responses, because why would you want the internet thinking that you're not nice to your wife? Similarly, another husband that is ticking me off, you're sensing the theme here. This woman that seems super sweet, right? Her name's Sam. She's a fellow UK resident, and she comes on and she's just like, do you know what? I'm on maternity leave. And I got a toddler here. I've got a newborn baby. What happened was she was sick and tired of her just doing everything. She was like, you know what? I'm gonna take back the washing privileges. So she was only washing hers and her kids' clothes. She wanted to see how long it would take for him to actually notice that his stuff was not getting washed.
I'm off maternity leave. He works Monday to Friday full time, and of late there's been so many arguments in this house about who is doing more and what jobs should be whose jobs. I think the key thing is that we don't really communicate with each other well, but it's because we're passing ships constantly. However, I need to prove a point in some way or another because he's really not taking me seriously. So I thought, what can I do that will not cause the rest of the house to go into chaos? It already is chaos with a toddler. However, job-wise, I thought his washing. So I'm not going to do his washing and see how long it takes him to realise. Because for one, I've got enough on my plate, but I'm also not his mum and he needs to learn. I need to give him some sort of training.
By day 4, it is overflowing. It is all over the floor, like it is everywhere, and he's still walking past it. He is like none the wiser. He's literally just like, she does show that he does have a hell of a lot of like boxes and socks and things, so she then is just like, well, he's not really going to notice until his boxes and socks start massively depleting, and he's got so many socks it would be really, really difficult. So she then starts hurrying up the pace because she can't take the washing basket being there for much longer. So she then starts just like confiscating 2 of his boxes every single day so that he's forced to then wonder where they all are.
He's not ran out of anything. He's got 4 pairs of boxers left, so I am going to take a couple of pairs of boxers away. I'm deciding between, do I take 3 away and he's only got 1 left, or do I take 2 away and then he's got 2 more days and it's kind of getting low to the point where he's like, I need more boxers. So I don't know. But this is the pile of clean washing on our bed. Not one single bit of it is his. He's been in this room multiple times today and he's not thought, like, none of that's mine, like when we're putting the washing away. So yeah, I don't think it's ignorance. I think it's just sheer cluelessness. Honestly, this is the current state of the wash basket. Everything in that is his, apart from that blanket and the beige pair of pyjamas. They're mine. It is full, so I've got a wash ready to go on and then a wash loaded. So yeah, I'm up to date with my washing, so I'm happy with this. So maybe I'll just keep it going forever. Guys, the wash basket is full. I've just realised, so it's full. That's my washing that's going next. I forgot to do this earlier. I went to the shop, so he's got 4 pairs of boxers left. And I'm going to take 2 because you'll go for a shower tonight and in the morning for work, and then that means you should have none. So yeah, I'm scared. But anyway, I'll take 2.
And it's going on day 7. Actually, is it day 8? It's day 8 today. I want to know what happened. Hopefully she'll post back a thing saying he finally noticed. But he hasn't noticed. She's on maternity leave. They got a newborn baby. That baby is new. It's at a new little baby, squishy newborn baby. And they got a toddler. They got 2 under 2. He goes to work. She is having to, like a lot of parents, like a lot of mothers do, looking after the newborn, the toddler. And that is already a full-time job, right? You're looking after a toddler and you're looking after a newborn. That ain't no joke. That is bloody difficult. Okay, that is bloody difficult. Especially if she's saying she's on maternity leave. You know, she's not at home with she wasn't at home with the toddler all the time anyway, I'm assuming, unless, you know, working from home, whoever, whatever. She did have other things that she was doing, and now she is solely keeping these children alive during the day, okay? By her saying, you know, I want him to do more things, I want him to help around the house more. He comes back from work and he thinks that his shift is over. She's not just keeping the children alive, she's also his cleaner as well. Do I think that if you're at home looking after small children, you should neglect absolutely everything in the house and wait for your husband to get back home to do all of it? No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there should be an equal split in the housework, in that kind of responsibility, because you're both working full-time jobs. You should both then treat the house as a full-time job as well and split it. Do you know what I mean? So you're not just loading all of those responsibilities on the mum who is at home keeping babies alive. Do you know what I mean? So by him not noticing that the washing basket is overflowing, like, he just doesn't have to think about those kind of things. Doesn't have to think about that kind of thing in his day-to-day life. And even Sam says, you know, I don't think he's being ignorant. He's just clueless. Like, he just doesn't think about it. Here's in a lot of these cases, men just kind of take a step back and are like, well, I go to work, I come back home. Some of them cook. Some of them cook. I see some of them cook. But in vast majority of cases, they don't even cook. They come back home, they sit there, they play with the kids for like half an hour, and they think, yeah, I've done good. That's my shift. That's done. While the mum has already done like a whole entire day cooking, cleaning, sorting, driving to, driving from. The men then come back home and just clock off and just think, oh, well, that's my job done. And they almost deal with like the fun part of the parenting, which is the playing when they come back home from work. And perhaps they'll do the bath, and that's kind of fun. But they don't really have to deal with like the absolute grunt work of it. I'm not saying all, by the way. I'm not saying this is what it's like with all dads and with all men. That's not where I'm getting at all. But if, you know, just talking to a lot of other women and a lot of mums who have the exact same problem, had the exact same experience. I know a lot of other people had the exact same experience. I've just talked about like 3 different mums on here who kind of are having who had the similar experience. You know, there's so many out there. And so I do find it really interesting how some women are just putting their foot down and going, okay, well, I'm just not going to do this thing for him anymore and see how long it takes for him to actually notice. By the sounds of it, that guy's just going to start reusing his boxers before he starts learning how to even operate a washing machine. Pretty much all I had to say to you guys today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. I am not going to be posting, I don't think until Monday, but it is my youngest birthday on Sunday, and she is going to be turning 6. 6? How is she 6? I don't even know. Anyway, I could honestly start crying about it. But yeah, she's gonna have a great time. The other parents who either it's their birthday around Christmas or it's their kid's birthday, it's that juggle of like, do you put up Christmas decorations or not? We've put up a couple little ones, and I don't know if you can see, but like the bedding, my bed's changed to Christmas bedding, and my kids have also got Christmas bedding, and they've got like little trees. Anyway, beyond the point. But I asked, I was like, hey, do you want to do Christmas? And she was like, yeah, I want to decorate for Christmas tomorrow, like the day before her birthday. Those are the decorations that I ordered. They've like been stuck because I've ordered a load on Black Friday sales, and I have a feeling that loads of orders are just stuck because so many people are ordering Christmas decorations on Black Friday sales. So now I'm like, I don't even know if that's even going to be possible. So anyway, so fingers crossed, everyone, fingers crossed. Everyone, I hope, let me know if you ordered a load of Christmas stuff on Black Friday sales, if it's stuck. Because telling me it's actually been like stuck in transit. I'm like, what does that mean? What does that even mean? And I do not want to have to get on the phone to Wayfair and try and figure out what is actually happening, because Wayfair customer service is not brilliant. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.